Shoe-shaped church, Taiwan. The local government built a 55 feet high, 16.8 meters, and 36 feet wide, 11 meters, glass church in the shape of Cinderella's high-heeled shoe in Chiayi, Taiwan. The design of the church, which was built in 2 months at the cost of $686,000, is inspired from a local woman's story whose wedding was called off after her legs were amputated. It opened to the public on February 8, 2016. Stone House, Portugal. This Flintstones-inspired home was built in 1974 with 4 different boulders. With no electricity indoors, the homeowners used candlelight. Upside Down House, Poland. Built at the Center for Educational and Regional Promotion in Denmark, this structure lies at the foot of Mount Wysoka. Toilet House, South Korea. This steel and glass toilet-shaped house in Suwon, 24 miles, 40 kilometers, south of Seoul, is owned by South Korean sanitation activist Sim Jae-duk and was built to mark the launch of the World Toilet Association. Airplane House, Nigeria. The house in Abuja was designed by an urban planner after his wife, who liked traveling a lot, desired that he build something resembling an airplane. The result, a design showing as if an airliner has landed on top of the house. Ship House, Croatia. Built like a ship, the house is located in Sista Velika and was once a thriving restaurant. Community Bookshelf of Kansas City Public Library, U.S. A remarkable and famous feature of Kansas City downtown, the community bookshelf comprises book spines made from signboard mylar. 22 book titles are represented. Cube Houses, Netherlands. Artist Piet Blom built this collection of innovative houses in Rotterdam and Helmond. The buildings were designed based on the idea that each house depicts a tree, and all houses together represent a forest. Longaberger Basket Building, U.S. The 7-story basket-shaped company headquarters, based in Newark, Ohio, is a recreation of the favorite product of Dave Longaberger, founder of Longaberger Company, the medium market basket. Dar al-Hajar, Yemen. The Dar al-Hajar Rock Palace is one of Yemen's most iconic sites. Located 9 miles, 15 kilometers, from the capital Sana'a and built high on a narrow rock pinnacle overlooking the valley of Wadi Dar, it was the summer palace of Imam Yahya Muhammad Hamid ed-Din, the former ruler of Yemen. The Bubble Palace, France. Le Palais Bowls, or the Bubble Palace, sits atop a hillside in Île-sur-Mer in the French Riviera, overlooking the Mediterranean Sea. The futuristic mansion, comprising of rounded rooms with rotating floors, is designed by French-Italian fashion designer Pierre Cardin and architect Antti Lovic. Wooden skyscrapers, Russia. This 144-foot, 43 meters, wooden house in Arkhangelsk, Russia, is believed to be the tallest in the world built of wood. Local entrepreneur and gangster, Nikolai Suttigan built this structure after being inspired by various houses made of wood in Japan and Norway. Le Kinemax Poitiers, France. Located in the French multimedia theme park Futuroscope, Le Kinemax Poitiers is made up of 3,000 reflective glass plates. The building, sprawled over an area of 131 acres, 0.53 square kilometer, features an IMAX 3D theater. Hanes Shoe House, U.S. Modeled after a work boot, the house was built by shoe salesman Mahlon Hanes in 1948 to promote his company. The house, which is 25 feet, 7.6 m, tall and contains 5 stories, was once rented out to couples, and is now open for public tours. It is located on Shoe House Road, next to a shoe-shaped doghouse. Crocodile House, Ivory Coast. The grotesquely smiling reptile structure has hollow insides, windows and a bed designed by artist Mausakalo and completely livable. The house is a big attraction of the Abidjan neighborhood. Kunsthaus Graz, Austria. Designed by world-famous architects Peter Cook and Colin Fournier, the museum features a biomorphic shape with transparent skin and computerized lighting system. A spectacular icon of Graz, Austria, it attracts visitors and art lovers from all over the world. Enterprise, China. Liu Dijin, a fan of the Star Trek series, built the headquarters of his company, NetDragon Websoft, in the shape of the iconic USS Enterprise spaceship. Walt Disney Concert Hall, U.S. This concert hall opened in Los Angeles in October 2003 was designed by Frank Gehry. It seats around 2,265 people. The structure has a classical shoebox design, with a hall featuring a large concert organ. National Center for the Performing Arts, China. This theater, also known as the Egg, was designed by French architect Paul Andrew. The dome of glass and titanium is enclosed with an artificial man-made lake, and resembles an egg floating on water. Atomium, Belgium. Originally constructed for the 1958 Brussels World's Fair, the structure stands 335 feet, 102 meters. And was designed by the engineer André Waterkine and architects André and Jean Polak. It is currently used as an exhibit hall and also houses a restaurant. The Crocodile House, Poland. Built in 2004, this building is part of the resident commercial complex. The designers, Sotansy and Zaleski, reportedly drew their inspiration from fairy tales while conceptualizing this unique structure. Dancing House, Czech Republic. The Nationale Nederlanden building, nicknamed the Dancing House, was designed by architects Vlado Milinik and Frank Gehry. It has great historical significance and it took 4 years after its conception for the construction to be completed in 1996. Casa da Música, Portugal. This Porto-based concert hall space is home to a cultural institution by the same name. Designed by Rem Koolhaas, it is capable of seating people in excess of 1,000. Mont Louis Solar Furnace, France, a first-of-its-kind solar thermal energy facility. It was constructed in 1949. This 50 kilowatts facility produces enough energy to power a neighborhood of 50 houses. Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum, Canada. The design of this building is pretty symbolic of the franchise and represents what it stands for, the bizarre and unbelievable. Habitat 67, Canada. This housing complex in Montreal, Quebec, built for the 1967 World's Fair, is visited by thousands of people every year, and is one of the most popular buildings in the country. Although much of the complex lies in disuse, a few buildings still house residents. Fuji Television Building, Japan. Among the most magnificently created structures in Japan, this building serves as an office for the Fuji Television Network. Guggenheim Museum, Spain. This museum was designed by architect Frank Gehry. The curves on the building facade were made to look random, and designed to catch the light. According to Gehry, like the structure, the collections it houses are cutting edge. Stata Center, U.S. The Ray and Maria Stata Center for Computer, Information, and Intelligence Sciences is unique in more than one aspect. It has several sustainable design features such as stormwater retention and management system, and irrigation system. Beijing National Stadium, China. Also known as the Bird's Nest, this stadium has a capacity of 80,000, which was extended to 90,000 for the 2008 Olympics. It includes a web of winding steel sections forming the roof, giving it a porous yet collective appearance of a nest. Heliodome, France. This bioclimatic solar house was designed by French cabinet maker and designer Eric Wasser. Pictured, it resembles a giant three-dimensional sundial, set on a fixed angle in relationship to the sun's movements to provide shade during the summer months, keeping the inside temperature cool. During fall, winter and spring, sunlight enters the large windows as the sun's position is lower in the sky, thus warming the living space. The Headington Shark, UK. The rooftop sculpture is 25 feet, 7.6 meters, long, made of fiberglass and was erected on the 41st anniversary of the dropping of the atomic bomb on Nagasaki in Japan. Shipping Container House, Australia. The 3-bedroom home in Sydney made from 4 old shipping containers includes 2 bathrooms, wood floors, air conditioning, a kitchen, laundry, balcony and a sewage treatment tank. The containers can be pulled apart in less than a day for ease of transportation. Domes, Indonesia. About 70 dome houses were built by US-based Domes for the World for villagers who lost their houses after a 2006 earthquake in Sumberharjo village. The village is complete with a school and a medical clinic. Sun-dried brick home, Mexico. For more than 30 years, Benito Hernandez, his wife and family have lived in this unique sun-dried brick home near San Jose de los Piedras in Mexico's northern state of Coahuila. The house uses a huge rock for a roof which is 131 feet, 40 meters, in diameter. Unique house, Czech Republic. Bohumil Hoda's house, built in 2002 near the town of Jablanek nad Nisou, is able to move up and down and rotate on its sides, which allows him to adjust to his preferred window view. Hoda conceptualized the idea to create the unique house and started to build it in 1981, building it close to the ground to benefit from cooler temperatures. Winevat Homes, Spain. About 40 people living in this makeshift camp were ethnic Turks from Bulgaria who came to the vineyards of Sos Alamos to pick grapes during the 6-week annual harvest. At night, they sleep in approximately 20 overturned wine vats, car-sized concrete barrels, on the outskirts of Sos Alamos. Rock Wall Houses, U.S. The Rock, outside Moab, Utah, as it is referred to by the approximately 100 people who call it their home, was founded about 35 years ago on a sandstone formation near Canyonlands National Park. The narrowest house in the world, Poland. The Carrot House in Warsaw holds the unofficial title of the narrowest house in the world. The house measures 3 feet, 0.92 meter, at its narrowest point and 5 feet, 1.52 meters, at its widest, and is wedged between 2 buildings. Fallingwater House, U.S., a National Historic Landmark. This house was built in the 1930s in rural southwestern Pennsylvania by famed American architect Frank Lloyd Wright and also featured on the Time magazine cover in 1938. It captured everyone's imagination as it appears to be built over a waterfall, and not over any solid ground.